AFTV, Dan, 6-0 win through in the Carabao Cup. Happy days, right?
Yeah, of course it is, man. Listen, it's a convincing win that we all want to see, but we have to remember the competition and the opposition. But I want to see confidence, winning breed confidence. And of course, we've seen our front three scoring, mate, which is unbelievable. So, I've given this manager a lot of stick, and I stand by what I've said. I think that when you've looked at the kind of B or C team, in this case, of West Brom, you expect to be winning convincingly. So there's no complaints from me tonight. I think we played some good football in the final third. I looked at the situation with Ødegaard coming in and we wanted to see some more creativity, and I think we got that. The Saka goal pleased me a lot with the little flick that he did. I thought that was great. But Aubameyang was the one tonight for me, which I was really pleased for, because I think that we were all worried about that. I feared we were never going to kind of get back to his best. And particularly the last goal for me reminded me of the goals at Wembley, the Fulham goal, first game of last season. And we haven't really seen him since then. So for me, you can't complain with tonight's result. Ramsdale coming in, keeping a clean sheet, played very, very well. Wasn't anyone ever had a terrible game tonight, Turkish. So I'm happy with him, mate. You can't not be. Do you know what I mean?
No, I agree with you. Overall, I'm happy. Something that was a little change was the formation, the shape. Some of the personnel, obviously, being the League Cup and the understrength West Brom side, some changes are inevitable. But the formation and shape change was interesting for me, because it's not the first time this has happened. It's not the first time we've gone into a game with a back three, a back five. But going into the second season, is it a problem, or do you think we should move forward with this shape into the Man City game?
Well, listen, I don't know that this manager actually does know what shape he wants to play. It's been 18 months now. I can't see a style or a formation he's happy with. The team selection was very odd in certain aspects of the game. I don't really understand why Kolasinac was playing. I don't get that. I thought he was going. So why are we using him? I didn't get that at all. But the rest of the team, I could kind of understand why we were giving minutes to the players that we gave minutes to. It's great to see Lacazette and Martinelli coming on. But actually, when you look at moving forward, we kind of went back to this back three, didn't we, when we actually won the FA Cup with Mikel Arteta. Is he going to go back to that now? Maybe he will against Manchester City, because he might see that that's the way forward now. We might see Kieran Tierney coming into that instead of Kolasinac, and maybe Tavares, who I thought had a good game, playing on the left-hand side. But we'll soon find out. I mean, it's going to be interesting to see whether we stick with something now, because I think the last time we stuck with that back three, we went on to win something. I don't want to keep seeing this chop and change in 4-3-3s, 3-5-2s, 4-2-3-1s. I just want something to actually look at and say, I understand what this formation is about. I know what the style of football is, and it's going to give us consistency to go forward and now bring some consistent results, because I still fear that isn't going to happen, mate. But who knows?
I agree. Listen, with that right back situation that you just mentioned, I think Tavares is seeming to be an option. I know, he didn't play in that position today, but Tierney's our first choice left back. We've seen that Tavares is very comfortable going in on his right, taking shots with his right, passing with his right. And we also know that out of the four-sided, right-sided right backs we have in Maitland-Niles, Chambers, Bellerin and Cedric, we haven't really found consistency. Would you give Tavares a try there, or do you think he should remain as Tierney's back up on the left?
The reason I'm going to say I think he should remain Tierney's back up on the left is because we need a new right back. So I think to start him there, I think would then suggest that we're giving somebody else the chance to prove that we don't need another right back. And we do need another right back. Yeah. If Cedric and Chambers are not good enough to play their first team, Bellerin looks like he's out the door. Obviously, we've got Maitland-Niles, who God knows what's going to happen. He came on more in midfield. I think if we then put Tavares there again, that's number 5. Let's just go and get a right back. There's rumours of Kieran Trippier today. I don't know how true that is. That wouldn't really excite me, but it would be better than what we've got. Obviously, there's been rumours for months and maybe even years now of Max Aarons being a real kind of favourite at the club. I'd just love to go and see him get somebody like that, to be honest with you now. So I'm praying the next few days we see something happening, mate.
Let's hope so. Listen, what changes would you make for the Man City game? Who comes in? Who goes out? Who starts? Alba or Laka up top? Both. Well, Alba got a few goals. Laka got one. What do you see changing from now until lunchtime Saturday?
I don't think we should be changing too much up top, if I'm honest with you, because I think Ødegaard in that position, I love Smith Rowe. Yeah. I like Smith Rowe a lot. But I think Ødegaard gives us a little bit more of the trickery that I think we need, the flicks. I don't see Smith Rowe doing that. I see Smith Rowe as more of a player who drives at players. So I think we may see both of those against Man City, if I'm honest with you. And I fear that it will be Pepe who drops out. And The reason I say that is not because I want it to happen. I'm going with what I think Arteta will do. I think we'll see Saka, Smith Rowe, Odegaard and Aubameyang. That's what I think we'll see. And then I believe that we will go back. I don't think this 3 at the back thing will stay for City. I think it will be reverted back to 4. Yeah, I do think that.
Does that mean Mauri comes back in, or?
Well, I think if Ben White is still out, then that will probably happen. I don't think Gabriel's going to be fit enough, so I think it will be what we saw similarly against Chelsea. If I'm honest with you, Kieran Tierney comes back into the side. I think, if I'm honest with you, I thought he had a poor game against Chelsea for the first time in a while. But I think Leno will come back in goal. So I expect to see a similar team to Chelsea, apart from the players up top, who obviously will be, instead of Martinelli and Baloguns, etc. I think we'll see the people like, the Odegaards and the Aubameyangs coming back into the side.
Yeah, confident?
No.
I knew that was coming. I don't even know why I asked, but off the back of a 6-0 win today, first win of the season, I guess I got.
Yeah, and you have to ask the question. I mean, people will say now it's looking good for confidence, but we are up against one of the best sides in the world, mate, at the moment. And although they haven't signed Harry Kane, who I thought they would have by now, they're still a class side going forward, and they're scoring goals. So I'm not confident, but, I said to James downstairs now, I'd take a draw 100% now. I think everyone would.
Yeah. Seatbelts on, people. Love, Dan. Come on.